So just before we get started, I went to the UMary website and I scouted their 9 players with the most average minutes per game. However, I only ended up doing 8 because Brody Sharkey, who was in that top 9 rotation, did not play the last 3 games of the year. So I only ended up doing 8 scouting reports. We'll go ahead and get started here with Jalen White. He's their starting point guard, sophomore. He's listed at 5'11". He's probably a little bit shorter than that, but he plays bigger than his size. Really quick guard. He initiates everything from the wing in transition and their set plays, from what I could tell. Great hesitation move. He really likes doing that to set you up and drive to the rim. He is listed at 5'11", but he's not afraid to take it to the hoop in transition or in the half court, as you can see here. He misses this 3, but he's a capable 3-point shooter. I put that clip in there just to show that he is willing to shoot when given the space. He shot 32% from 3 this past year. Here he is driving in amongst the trees. Again, he's 5'11", listed at 5'11", but he's not afraid. And here he is, a kick out from Hunter with the left hand. When given space, he's probably going to knock it down. And he's quick, as I mentioned before, real quick. When you're 5'11", when you're a shorter guard, you're going to be that fast. He likes to push it in transition. They end up turning the ball over here, but the principle of this clip is just to show that he wants to push it. One more time in transition. This really summarizes his game. Hesitation on the wing, blow by into the rim by the bigs. He's not fazed by that. One more drive, just to show that he can do it. And if you leave your hand down, he's going to shoot, and he's probably going to make it. He shot over 30%. How you want to defend him, since he is so small, you want to be physical and you want to use your length. Make him uncomfortable. Make it difficult to interrupt those passing lanes. Maybe get a loose ball. Get him out of his rhythm and disrupt him. Once he picks up that dribble, you want to crowd him. Moving on to Keith Hunter, he's their starting shooting guard. 6'3", lefty. Make him go right is really how you want to defend him. Keep him in front of you. He hates going right. He's almost exclusively with the left hand. He's a capable 3-point shooter, but what he's looking to do is slash, get to the rim. Here he is. He misses the bucket, but, or excuse me, he made that one. He's looking to slash. He's looking to get to the rim with the with the floater in the lane. That's his game. He's really looking to attack. As you can see here off the DHO, he's going to retreat dribble, and he's going to go back to that left hand and finish with the left also. He misses the bunny, but that's going to go in 99 times out of 100. Again, he's a capable shooter. He's going to pop on screens more than likely when he sets them with the guard-on-guard action. And he can use pick and rolls and ISO, as you can see here. They take him ISO, and he goes right to the left hand. He misses the floater. He gets fouled. That's his game. The one thing that I noticed about him is he struggled on defense. He's at the top of the screen here. There's really no help side. He just kind of sticks to his man. There's no jump and swipe. Gets by him. This next clip, he turns his head. His defender could have easily gone backdoor on him. There's no jump and swipe. If he's guarding you, don't be afraid to take him, as you can see right here. He gets taken one-on-one to the hoop. When he's guarding you, don't be afraid to get a bucket. Take it to the hoop on him. And one more time here, I don't know if this was scouting specific for a specific player to change all of these screens, but there was a series of screens here, and he just kind of got lost in the shuffle and didn't fight over top. Left a man wide open for 3. That can't happen. One more clip here. His man is in the corner. They end up turning the ball over on this possession, but that's beside the point. He leaves his man wide open in the corner. That can't happen. And how you want to guard Keith Hunter, as I mentioned before, force him right, loves to go left. It's really simple. He's a pretty athletic guard. Keep him in front of you and make him go right. Moving on to Trevor Zacher, I really like his game. 6'5" senior, small forward. He does a little bit of everything. He's a hustle player, kind of the catalyst for the team, for what I could tell. How you want to defend him, and we'll get into this a little bit more in these clips. You want to match his effort level. There's a couple clips here later on that really show how hard he plays. He's a great shooter. He shoots about 40% from 3. He's going to pop on all the screens that he sets. He's got a really quick release. If he has a window, he's going to shoot it. Again, there he is popping on a screen. He's going to hit that 3 if he has that much space. And in transition, again, all he needs is a window, as I said earlier. It's probably going to go in. He's a good player. One more for good measure. He can shoot. Here he is crashing the glass, showing how hard he plays. He's going to call a timeout for his team, getting that extra possession. And the very next clip is what really sold me on his game with the chase down block. He's a great hustle player. He starts everything for his team. It's a great effort. And I did mention, excuse me, how good of a shooter he is. But he's not just a one-dimensional player on offense, as you can see here. He'll take him to the rim, a nice drive, good touch with his left hand. He had 2 nice drives that game, so he's not just a one-dimensional player. How you want to guard him, Trevor Zacher? You want to match his effort level, as I said earlier. Long closeouts, even though he can put it on the dribble when you shoot 40% from 3. I'd rather have players like that put it on the deck. And box out, as you saw there, he could crash the glass. He plays real hard. Moving on to their small forward, Michael Gorder. He was not the starting power forward, excuse me. At the beginning of the year, he replaced Kubank as the starting 4-man. He has nice touch in the lane. He's more of a traditional power forward. He can finish with those floaters in the lane. And he will crash the offensive glass there. He is with an offensive tip out. I believe they ended up hitting a 3 from Hellbooth on that, or Hellbust on that play. Here he is one more time with nice touch in the lane with the floater. One thing that I noticed for him too is he has really active hands. He's always looking to make a play when the ball's in by him, in the box, in the paint. I don't know how much Virginia basketball you've watched, but Jack Salt, he always had his elbows at a 90-degree angle when the ball was in near him, ready to catch, ready to make a play. There he is diving from the corner with his hands up. He was ready to catch the ball. And how you want to guard him is you want to wall up, stay fundamentally sound. He's not a flashy player. You know what you're going to get when you see him. And when he is trying to get position on you in the post, you want to go 3/4 front. Not a full front because they do have guards that can pass. And one more scouting piece on him. When he catches the ball in the wing, he likes to dump it into their center, Kreklo, who we will scout next. He's a 6'9" freshman, super physical player. There's not too much pretty things about his game. When he sets screens, he's going to look to roll. He's just a physical player. Plays really hard for position in the post. They love to reduck it to him, as you see there. And he really favors that left shoulder. He's going to use his right hand more times than not. There he is carving out position in the post again, using the right hand over the left shoulder. That's his game. Again, he will shoot it if he's left open. There's a clip coming up here, but right there he makes the big H. He's looking for the ball in the post. Works really hard for it. Runs hard in transition. He's going to crash the glass. At 6'9", you're going to get a lot of offensive rebounds. There he is with the offensive putback. So you have to find a body, put a body on him. There, if he's left open, he will shoot. I believe he was 1 for 5 on the year from 3, so he's not too much of a threat, but you do have to respect it a little bit. How you want to guard Kreklo? Wall up and box out, just like any big man. You want to get him in foul trouble. As you can see there in those clips, he is a physical player. He'll lower his shoulder. So if you're a guard or a wing player and you find yourself mismatched on the block, don't be afraid to have him pick up a cheap foul and try to buy a charge here or there. And make him use his left hand. He does not want to use his left. He wants to go right. Now moving on to their bench. This is kind of their 6th man from what I could tell. Connor Hellebust, 6'3" freshman. He's a solid shooter. He shot about 36% from 3 this year. But from what I could tell, he's a great defender, as you can see here. Causes the turnover, great communication, switching on the right screens. And here he is with the flex action. He's going to guard him for about 10 straight seconds. He ends up picking a foul, but he played really, really solid defense for 10 seconds, and he typically guards their best perimeter ball handler. Just a good defensive player. And again, a capable three-point shooter, as you can see here. When given space, he's probably going to knock it down. He hunts for his shot. He's not a volume shooter by any means. He's going to shoot when he feels comfortable, and he really likes running off screens at the top of the key and catching and shooting. How you want to defend him is you want to chase him on screens, do not go under, and make him drive. I didn't really see too many plays where he drove to the rim. You really want to make him put the ball on the deck. You want long under control closeouts because you want to make him drive, and you want to contest all shots with a shooter like that. Moving on to Tom Kubank. He's a 6'7" junior from Australia. He was the starting 4-man, but the last 3 games they started Gorder instead of the 4. He's a stretch 4, and from what I could tell, he's a great athlete. He can really get up and fly. He's not afraid to meet you at the rim. And what he's looking to do is he has a really quick first step for a 4-man. He's looking to straight line drive or turn the corner, whatever happens first, and get to the rim. As you can see here, he blows by his defender. He misses the shot, but that's his game. That's what he wants to do. And he's a capable 3-point shooter. He shot 31% from 3. It's not his game, but he can do it. There's one more here. He's going to rip baseline. He really wants to turn the corner. He found Gorder for a bucket, but he was looking to get to the rim there. Almost an identical play here. He'll catch it. He'll rip baseline, and he's going to want to try to get to the rim. That's what he wants to do. Keep him in front of you. Make him beat you by shooting. That's how you want to defend him. Short closeouts because he is so quick. And he'll pop on screens right here. And he's running off, trying to find his shot, trying to get ahead of steam. How you want to defend him, as I mentioned earlier, with Kubank, short closeouts, and make him shoot the 3s. And if he doesn't do anything, you want to inch in on those perimeter closeouts, get him uncomfortable, try to get the ball out of his hands. Moving on to Wyatt Carr. He's a wing, 6'5", 225. He's a thick forward, freshman, and he can stroke it. He shot 43% from 3. So when he has the ball on the perimeter, you're going to want a long closeout and get a hand in his face. He's going to pop on most screens, as you can see here. He's going to shoot it, and it's probably going to go in. 43% from 3 he can play. Here he is in transition, just to show you what he does on screens. He pops. There he is on the top of the key. And I did notice in these 3 games, he's a smart player. He knows he's a shooter. He knows he's going to get long closeouts. So he's not afraid to pump fake, and he'll drive and or pull up from that 15 to 17-foot range. Here he drives, and I believe on this one's that 14 to 17-foot jump shot. He ends up missing it, but it just goes to show that he's not just a 3-point shooter. He can do a little bit of everything. Well balanced, he pops on screens. And how you want to defend him, just like any shooter, you want to go over those screens and chase, contest all shots, and make him put the ball on the deck. That's all I got. I appreciate your time, and best of luck this next season.